Okay, here it goes. So I'm not gonna be as hyper or upbeat as I've been on these last few videos. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. So going back to once again my whole freshman year, well, the second part, my roommate was Ashley. So me and Ashley, like I said, remember I said we used to go window shopping and look at guys on campus. Well, this one night we were walking throughout the campus a little bit in our courtyard where our dorms were, and these two guys just kind of approached us a little bit. We were just walking and they just were like, "Hey, what you guys doing tonight?" or whatever. And so me and Ashley, we were feeling ourselves. We were like, "Oh, nothing," just being girlies or whatever. And like you could tell immediately which one was attracted to which one. So it was two of them, two of us. One was attracted to me, one was attracted to her, and that was just pretty much what it was. So the one that I was attracted to and who was attracted to me, he really reminded me of like this guy from high school that I had a huge crush on for years. And we had a thing. We actually had a thing. It wasn't just me crushing on him. We actually had a thing. It was really dramatic. My mom had to take my cell phone away from me because we were so obsessed with each other. It was weird. But anyway, so we basically started to click off, click really quick. And they were saying that they weren't from Grambling. They didn't go to school at Grambling. They were just visiting from Chicago, which is crazy because Ashley's from Chicago. So it was like, oh, okay, relatable people. She knows, she can talk about stuff with them. And I was like, oh, wow, the irony. Who would have thought? We would run into these two guys from Chicago that don't even go to school here. They're just visiting with other friends. Well, I don't even know if they went to school there. It was weird. I think they're just walking campus. So, anyways, so they say, oh, well, we have our guys that live in the nearby town, and they have their own place. Y'all want to hang out or whatever. So this is where it's a little blurry. I don't remember because it was two visits. Okay, the first one of the visits was me and Ashley, and the second one was just me. So I'm assuming it had to be the first one. Okay. So me and Ashley didn't immediately go, but I wanted to hang out with the guy. I was like, okay, sure. Very stupid. I'm just going to warn you now. This is not a good video. It's sad. It's sad. It's a sad video. I've accepted it. It just is what it is. So anyway. So I say I want to go hang out with him and his friends and just hang out with him really. And I'm thinking, oh, he has his own like designated room. We can go and hang out and kiss and who knows. It was really fast of me. It really was. I wasn't trying to be fast. I really thought he was nice. He was a rapper. He talked about his daughter. He talked about his twin brother that he showed me pictures of with both of them and stuff. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm really getting to know this guy so fast, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I have a pattern of just falling in love so fast. But I wasn't in love. I just liked him. So we go to the house in the car with them. Ashley went back to her room because she was in school for nursing, so she had to get up early. So this had to be like a Sunday, and she had to get up early for Monday for classes. And I had art, so I mean I knew the time and all that stuff. I didn't have to worry about anything. My schedule was pretty open for the most part, but I get to the place. Everybody seems really nice. Like the guys really cool. They're playing video games in the room and in the living room because there's a living room part. Of course, obviously you go in, and then there's like the little hallway that has like the 3 bedrooms and a bathroom, and so they're playing video games, doing their thing. Me and the guy go to the room where I guess he was staying in. And it happened fast. We started kissing, and then it led to us starting to have sex. As we're having sex, the bed we're on, it's a big bed. It's like a full-size bed. It might have been a king or queen. No, it wasn't a king or queen. It's like a full-size bed. And the headboard is a mirror. It's like a big-ass mirror. And then like around the framing is like the designs of like a headboard. As we're doing our thing, I'm looking at the headboard and I see the door open. Yeah, it's about to get dark, just telling you now. I see the door open and I see all the guys starting to come into the room. Okay. I turn around looking like what is happening. I'm calm. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I'm not that dramatic. I don't even know how I was processing what was happening. But all of a sudden, they're all taking their penises out and they're starting to jack off to what me and the guy were doing. And I said, okay, is this like a. In my head, I'm just like, I didn't say anything. I didn't say a damn thing. I didn't know what the fuck to say. It's five guys and me. I didn't even know where we were in this town. I didn't know specifically. I was new to the area. Even though my family lived there, I didn't know the area at all. I really didn't. So I have no freaking, to this day, I really don't know where we were. But they're doing their thing. I'm like, is this a viewing party? Like, what the hell is this? And before you knew it, he moved out of me, and the next guy went in, and they each took turns on me. So I was raped, basically. Gang raped. They call it doing a train on a girl and all that kind of stuff. And in high school there was this girl who, and I'm sure it was a few girls, but it was one specifically I remember. There was a video going around of her letting these guys run a train. That's what they call it, run a train on her. And I was like, why would she let that happen? Like, what? I was just thinking to myself, like, does she know? And everybody made it seem like she knew and she was okay with it. And I was like, why would she be okay with that? That's so violating. Keep in mind, at this time, as a young person coming up into this new world of adulthood or whatever you want to call it, going into college, I didn't really have a great self-esteem of myself. I'm that person, I can be everyone's friend. I'm fun. Oh my gosh, Angelica, you're so funny. You're silly and goofy, and you just make everyone feel happy. And I'm like, I'm glad. Good. When it comes down to relationships, I get done like shit. So part of it could be my way of judging people and going straight into, I think everyone's good until I see they're bad. That's just me. I'm not like that now. Okay, I don't play that shit, but that's how I was. I pretty much thought everybody was an angel. Excuse me, until I saw the demon. But anyway, so while this was happening to me, going back to the rape, while this was happening to me, I was reflecting on that girl and I was just like, wow, it could happen to anyone. Like, I really was just like stunned this was happening. They weren't aggressive. They weren't hitting me. They weren't punching me. They weren't like being vigorous with me. They were doing whatever they were doing, taking their time. Like, they had no rush. It was really, really degrading. But I didn't want to panic because I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what they had. All the stories I had heard of Chicago was everybody kills everybody and blah blah blah. So I didn't know if they had a gun. I'm pretty sure they had a gun in the house because somebody said some kind of comment and I thought about it later and I was like, oh, he might have had a gun in the house. So I didn't know what to do. I just didn't want to panic. So I didn't panic. I stayed calm the whole time. And then later on, as this is still going on, I mean, when people say when they're being raped, they're not timing it, but time just kind of goes really slow. Even though it's really not that long, I can't even time how long it was. It probably might have been 10 minutes, might have been 15. I don't know. I know it wasn't like an hour or nothing, but it was a while. So eventually, from what I think I can remember, I wasn't drugged, I wasn't doped or anything. It just happened. And I'm just calm the whole time. I've watched enough porn to be like, okay, make moans so they can hurry up and get out and get away from me and stuff. When girls do that so guys can hurry up and be done. That's what I did. So to kind of make it seem like, oh, I'm good. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to panic. Just, oh, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty sad. So they finished doing their thing. And I think what happened was, I mean, he was pretty much done too because he was jacking off to what they were doing to me. And he basically, we got dressed and I acted normal. I was like, oh, wow, that was something. He's like, yeah. So when I get back, I'm dressed. They all left after they finished, and he finished, and we got dressed and stuff. We go through the living room to get back to the car so I can go back to my dorm room. And I go through the living room. Oh my gosh. This is the emotional part. This is actually not the rape. The actual aftermath is really sad because of how I handled it. Um, so we go through the living room and basically they were like, "Oh man, you were great. You were so cool. Oh my gosh, you're like one of you're that chick, man. You're cool with us. You know, we gonna nickname you." So they nicknamed me. My nickname is Jelly because of Angelica. A lot of Angelica's names are either Angie, Angel, or Jelly. It just is. I don't know how to tell you or whatever. But that's my nickname. And I think because that's how much conversation me and this guy and even his friends had. Like, I was like, oh, my nickname is Jelly. They decided to, and you, whoever's watching this, you may laugh. I don't really care. It's fine. That's your conscience. But they nicknamed me Juicy. They decided to nickname me Juicy. Like, it was just the greatest thing on earth to nickname me Juicy. So I reflect on this. I say that part because recently I worked at a painting studio and my manager started making jokes. He was just being silly. He didn't know about this, by the way. He just started nicknaming me Juicy. And I couldn't tell him because I hadn't told anybody really except my mom and like two of my sorority sisters what had happened. Nobody knew at all. And I couldn't tell him like, please don't call me that because that's really a disgusting ass name that was given to me by my rapist. So anyways, yes, I was gang raped and it was something. The thing that I was disappointed about was that, and I think now that I think back, I think I did it out of fear so they wouldn't think I would, like, they didn't have to come track me down or anything. I went back another day, but this time I went with Ashley. So me and Ashley hung out with the guys. You know, we finally both hung out with the guys. This time I did go back with the guy in the room and we did have consensual sex again. Now this is moments where it's like, well, you asked for it or something like that. No, I don't know how to describe it. It was a shock thing. And I'm going to tell you what I really thought it was about after this. So anyway, we're doing our thing and Ashley's in the other room down the hall with the other guy who was interested in her. And it's crazy to me because now that I think back, I was so like, anyway. So as we're doing our thing, one of the guys, he comes in to go get something off the floor and I'm like, okay, no, we can't do this again. Please, this is not happening. Why did I do this again? What is wrong with me? But no, he just came in real quick, but he's already seen me, so it's like comfortable for him. Like, oh, I'm just coming in to get this real quick, blah, blah, blah. And he closed the door. And we finished our thing and blah, blah, blah. So then me and the guy were talking in the bed and he was telling me about, oh, you know, we're leaving for Chicago, which I already knew. We already knew that when we first met him. They were leaving within a week. All this happened in 1 week. Yeah. Part of my freshman year. Anyway, so he said, oh, we're leaving in a week. Well, no, we're leaving in tomorrow or something like that. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss you, blah blah blah. Oh, I had so, you know, you're so nice. And I literally never mentioned what happened. I just was telling him I thought he was a nice guy, which I don't know why the fuck I said that, because he wasn't a nice guy for nothing. Anyway, and then just thinking back, like, you had a daughter. What if that was your daughter who had gotten that done to her? Would you be okay with that? Like, would you really, whatever? It was a mutual thing. It was my actions and their actions. It was both of us. But it shouldn't have happened, no matter what. It shouldn't have happened. So anyways, so they finally leave. And I just I never told Ashley. I told Ashley after I had told my friends and family recently on Facebook. I finally told her specifically the incident of her coming over. I felt so bad because anything could have happened to her. And I could have warned her and said, no, we don't need to go. Or I could have sacrificed myself and been like, I'll go. Don't go, though. Don't go. But I didn't do that. And I feel bad. I told her how bad I felt. She said, it's okay. I'm all right now. You know, nothing happened or anything. Because I asked her, like, did anything happen in that room with him? She said no. But I still feel responsible. Anything could have happened to her. And I feel like shit about it. I actually feel really bad about it. But thank the Lord nothing happened to her. I'm going to give you a summary of what I think about what happened to me. You know, this last year, everybody started this Me Too movement. And I felt kind of bad that I didn't speak up. But I'm going to tell you why this incident didn't really, like, traumatize me. You know, my mindset was this. Anytime I care about somebody, or I like someone, or I want to get to know somebody, genuinely, I just want to be that person that someone also wants to get to know and also get to love on and all that good stuff. It's not about sex, but I think I was still in that mindset like I was in high school, where a lot of girls we tend to think, oh, if I give him my body, then he'll want me and I'll seal the deal and he'll be mine. But unfortunately, sometimes they just want a quick nut, honey. I'm just going to be honest with you. They just want to get theirs and go. Not all of them. Some of them, they're rare. Very, very rare. And that's that. The other thing is, and I don't want this to take away from the whole point of me telling this story. This is a fucked up story. I hate to hear anyone get raped even by one person, let alone 5 people. I would have if you ask anyone, I probably am the last person you would ever expect that shit to happen to. I mean, how does anyone expect someone to get raped? Do you know, there's no person that looks like they should be raped. Like, not even a prostitute. No one deserves that shit. Not a man, not a woman, nothing. No one deserves that shit. No matter what gender you are, no matter what orientation you are, no one deserves that. So anyways, but part of it is that I feel as though I didn't respect myself at all. And so when I got what I didn't really want, which was I would give my body to him, but I wasn't their girl. Remember when I said I wasn't the friend people go to first? I'm not the girl. I'm not the typical, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's gorgeous. Like, that's not me. I don't think I'm bad looking. I think I'm cute, you know. No, I don't have my long hair anymore. I have these twists that are they're little babies. They're trying to grow. You know, I'm trying to make it. Whatever. I'm an artist. I can sing. Oh, whatever. I can dance. I can act. Whatever. I got some gifts to me, but for some reason, I'm not enough. And that is something I dwelled on. I've been dwelling on. I'm not worried about it as much now, but I was. And I only just recently kind of got over it. But in that moment when I was getting raped, it was as if, oh, so this is what I deserve. Try not to cry. It was as if, oh, so all those times, that's because I was this kind of girl. I was supposed to be designated for this rape. Got you. That's the point of my existence. That was how I felt. And so my self-esteem was really low. Now understand, when this happened afterwards, it didn't stop me from being interested in guys. It didn't keep me from being, looking for the pursuit of love or the road of love and all that good stuff. And what I was going to say earlier was, not to take away from the message of this, I am naturally, always have been, it just is what it is, a naturally sexual being person. I don't mind sex. I don't appreciate violation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever think that I would have been okay with that scenario, even if I had been told, hey, we're going to all do this to you. Is that okay? I don't think I would have said yes. I really don't, because no. I came here for one person. I came here to be a potential somebody for one person, and that was it. But I wasn't thinking. I wasn't smart. And so I never reported it. That was what I was trying to get to. I never reported it. I didn't even know how to trace these guys like that. I got like rap names and street names from them. That was the names we got. We didn't get their birth names. We got one of their birth names, but it was so vague. It's such a vague ass name. No one would just know how to find him. But I don't even know if they're even alive today, cuz you know, like I said, they stayed in Chicago. Who the hell knows? I've looked them up sometimes a few years afterwards and even recently, and I can't find them for the names that I did have. But, you know, I always feel like it's okay. They got to sleep with their own conscience. If they felt like that was okay, they felt like that was right, whatever. Live your life, honey. But I wanted to tell this story also to be like, you know, if you feel so low to the point of you thinking you're not deserving of anything good, you deserve something, like someone who mistreats you or talks down on you or thinks that you're beneath them or you're low and you're stupid, you're not. You're really not. I think I'm stupid all the time. I really do. I'm not. I know I'm not stupid. I'm just really emotional. So then my brain gets scattered and I panic and I don't know how to make decisions for myself. But there's nothing wrong with you, honey. Okay? There's just some shitty ass people in this world. That's just the world we live in. And it's just gonna, it'll get worse before it gets better. That's just unfortunate. But you're gonna have those rare people that are gonna come in your life. And even if it's just one encounter, it might actually dramatically change your outlook and you may get something even better from it. I mean, every time something bad happens to you, you have to, if you don't want to give up on life and you still want to keep living, you still want to keep believing in something better, you have to truly believe in it. It's hard to have faith when you've been done wrong so many times. Trust me. I know. Honey, I know. But you can't let it consume you. And so I just wanted to say this story, one, to kind of just really get it out there. I've been wanting to talk about it for a while, but didn't know how to. I don't even know who's going to watch this. No one might. I don't know. I don't care. As far as, you know, if somebody has a bad opinion about how I'm taking it. Like, I don't care about that. I care if it does help you. But if you know, I hope it was something to say it to. For me, it was something. It's something to talk about these stories, to get them out. Because when I look back, my freshman year was bullshit. Was actual bullshit. The stuff I went through, some of it I kind of put myself in that situation. And then some of that I did not. I really did not. It just was like, I didn't ask for this shit. I don't like drama. It was just drama. It was just actual head-on drama. But it was an experience and I made it and I graduated from college in 2013. Thank God I got into graduate school after that. I haven't finished my degree with getting my master's in art, but I'm not giving up. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. It's over. I just had to say these stories. I had to get them out. I feel better. I feel way better. My body hurts because I slept bad last night, but I feel better. And you know, don't be like, oh, you know, you could say I'm sorry that happened to you or something. That's fine. But like, I'm okay. Like when I told it to my loved ones on Facebook, everybody was just like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense why you're so emotional and stuff. I'm like, no. I'm just an emotional ass person. I always have been. I'm okay. Like, I'm good. I've accepted it. It is, I really have. Like, I'm good. Honey, I'm on a pursuit for something else. I am on a pursuit to become a better me, a better artist, a better person, a better any and everything, honestly. A better somebody for someone else. I don't know. So that's that. That's it. It's over. I may post other videos of other things, just random stories, because I have plenty of stories of my life. But I just want, you know, I just miss the days when people used to just post videos on YouTube and it wasn't about money, it wasn't about advertisement, it was just, I just felt like venting. And one view made all the difference for me. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys are good. Sorry if that was traumatizing. I really am sorry. But it's okay. Just, it is okay. You're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I'm good. I'm about to go eat. I haven't eaten because I've been recording these videos. So, yeah. So, y'all have a good day.